All right, today's the day. We have our fish and now we're gonna put them in the tank. We've got our fish here that we've chosen, 6 of the white cloud minnows. We love these fish. They're really hardy and really awesome to look at. And I'm gonna show you how you can successfully put your fish into the tank by acclimatizing them to the water. So let's get started. Step 1, we need to get the tray off the tank. So I'm gonna put these guys down gently. We've got the snow peas on here. You can see we enjoyed some of them for our lunch earlier today. So we just need to get them out of the way so that we can have access to the tank. All right, and now we need to grab our fish again. So what we're doing in this process is we are acclimatizing the fish to this new water that we're about to put them in. At the moment, they're in the water in this bag, which has come from the aquarium, and that has a different water quality and temperature to the water in our tanks. If we were to just introduce the fish immediately, it could put them into a state of shock that would affect their health or perhaps even kill them. So it's important that we make them used to the water in a gradual process. So what I'm going to do is place the bag into the tank like so. What's going to happen is the water in the bag will slowly change to be the same temperature as the water in the tank. Now we can leave this for 10 minutes and then we will come back to it. It's been 10 minutes, so what we're going to do now is gently grab the bag, and we're going to now start introducing water from the tank into the bag so that they mix together and that the fish get used to the water from this tank. So I'm going to open up the bag. Quite difficult, the rubber band is very tight. Just be gentle with this process. So I've got the bag open. Now this should just stay floating like that now. So we're going to get a measuring cup, and I'm going to put 1 cup or 230 mils of tank water into the bag. So now I'm just going to gently pour this into the bag. And we'll just leave that for another 5 to 10 minutes. One thing you can do to help it stay in place during this process is just tucking the edge of the bag over the corner of the tank, like that. Okay, so it's been another 10 minutes. And we're just going to repeat the process again with another cup of water. So just pouring that gently into the bag. We're going to want to repeat this process until the bag is full. Okay, so I've repeated this process 5 times now. I've put 5 cups of water into the bag and let it sit for a total of 50 minutes. And this means that the fish have now had a chance to acclimatize to the water in our tanks. So they're probably ready to go into the tank now. So for this next step, you're going to need 2 things, a bucket and a fish net. If you don't have a fish net, you could probably use a kitchen sieve or something, but just make sure it's really nice and clean. Ideally use a fish net if you have one. So I'm just going to make some space on the hydroponic setup over here. I'm going to put my bucket on top like that and place the fish net like this. And all I'm going to do is tip the water from this bag into the bucket through the net. Now the reason I'm going to do that is we don't want any of the water that's come from the aquarium to end up in our tank. We don't know where that water has been or what it's carrying. It might have some different bacteria that might not react well with our system and cause a disease for the fish, or perhaps a bacterial infection or something. We just don't know. So what we're going to do is just make sure that we don't get that into the tank by sieving it out. Now, of course, when you do this process, the fish are going to be out of water, so you want to do it pretty seamlessly, but gently as well. So I'm going to start pouring the water into the bucket. Just get a good grip on it. As it gets less, the fish will start to go towards the end. And now I'm going to tip them all in and then quickly transfer them into their new home. And there we go. At this point, we can now put our microgreens back onto the tank and also turn on the light again. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just excited because I now have fish in my fish tank. I'm going to make sure that I look after them the best that I can by keeping the heater at a consistent temperature, so 24 degrees, making sure that the pump stays on 24/7 and that they have good water quality, and by not overfeeding them. I'm not going to feed them for the first 2 days since they're getting used to their new home, And after that, when I do feed them, I'm only going to give them a tiny little pinch of fish food. Remember, it's important to underfeed where you can, as any excess fish food in the tank raises the level of ammonia and makes the fish stressed out. But that's pretty much it. We've now got fish in our tank. It's now a proper aquaponics system, which is super cool. For more fish care stuff, check out the PDF that we're going to include in this week's EDM. For any other questions regarding putting the fish into the tank and fish care or any just cool photos or videos of your new fish, post in the Facebook group. And we're excited to see how you guys go with it.